Hello folks, welcome to another episode of CAR RANT, and it's a sunny day somewhere in the world, just not here. It's been pretty cloudy and it's pretty cold now, but I've just spent the day around Greencastle, done some filming around there. Had a great day, thankfully, and in one of my locations where I went down to the beach, my favourite beach, is just outside Greencastle, where there is a lighthouse. There's a farmer that owns land along there, and I was talking to him, and he's an elderly farmer, and he owns a lot of land along the coast and that, and he was telling me that he used to be a crab and lobster fisherman in the harbour in Greencastle years ago, but he always had the land. It was handed down from generation to generation. Some property developers, a number of years ago, when tourism started coming into the area of Greencastle, these property developers offered a very large sum of money, something in the region of £1 million to 1 million euros for the piece of property that the old farmer had. And you have to think about it. The land belonged to his family, handed down, and the land was now his, and he had to come to a decision, because £1 million is a lot of money, and he took a while to think about it, and he came to the decision, I'm not going to sell. £1 million was very, very tempting for that. He would never have to work again. He could live out his days in luxury and go on holidays or whatever. But he thought, if I sell this land, I sell my happiness. And some of the small things, the property developers says, well, if we buy the land, you cannot take this shortcut down to the shore. You'll have to go around the long way like everybody else. And he liked taking that little shortcut that he had through the land, And, it makes us think, and it was a great conversation. Sometimes these elderly people, they have great knowledge, money is a great thing. It's great to have loads of it. It's great to have enough of it. But, a large amount of it like that for his land. Was his land worth more than £1 million? And to him it was, because the land was, to him, priceless, because it was his happiness. It was his family's history. It was his life. And was he going to sell all those memories, that happiness, the satisfaction, and all the work that he had put into the land for £1 million? And he says he can't do it because, his happiness and his memories and the history of his family was worth more than £1 million. He didn't want to put a price on it. So, when you think about it, I was having this conversation with him, and I said, something, you are right, Yeah, people are very tempted by a large amount of money and that. But at what cost? Are you selling your happiness? Are you selling your way of life? This is his way of life. He just doesn't know anything else. You know, he's worked on that land for years. So what is he going to do with him? You know, and as he said himself, what am I going to do with £1 million? You know, when all I know was my fishing and my farming. So he would rather keep his happiness and keep his memories and keep his land, because it was worth more than money, you know. And I thought it was a great conversation that I had, and it's just a pity that you know, I didn't have that conversation on camera, because it was full of knowledge. You know, he was able to tell me a lot of history of the area, and you know, as I says in another video, I actually lived there for a small period of time myself, and he remembered the people that I stayed with, and you know, that house is long gone now, and he was able to tell me how much the Greencastle has changed when tourism started becoming a factor in the town, you know, because fishing was part of the daily life of nearly everybody in Greencastle. But you know, with Ireland being in the European Union, you have to go through European law and rules, and that involved fishing quotas, which meant that you could only fish a certain amount, and you had a lot of red tape and a lot of rules and regulations, and that has affected, that had a big impact in the fishing industry in Greencastle. So in order to compensate for that, they had turned to tourism. So you see a few restaurants and apartment complexes, and in and around the town then you have holiday homes and stuff like that. He was able to tell me how much the place had changed. But it was a very in-depth, nice conversation that I had, and it was a nice end to my visit to Greencastle, you know. I have a number of videos now to put up when I go home. I've used all the light that I could possibly film in. I just stopped about 20 minutes ago and the light is fading, so there was no point in me filming it anymore. So I used my time wisely today, and I got out and about, and it was just a break that I needed, you know. So those videos, if they're not uploaded, they will be uploaded shortly. I more than likely have uploaded them before I've uploaded this. So go and have a look. I would appreciate if you like the video to give me a like, and as always, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, as it gives me great encouragement to continue learning about this art of filming, which I knew nothing about when I started YouTube. But you know, it doesn't really matter, because I'm getting around to places, and that I may not be doing things 100% right. In the future, I can still visit these places and film again, and film in a different way, you know. You know, I've made mistakes along the way. I've learned from them mistakes, and I'm continuing to grow and learning about a lot of things, along with you know, having great adventures, you know. So to me, it's not a waste of time, you know. It's just it gets me out. It gets me out. It gets me exercise. It gets me to see different places, and it's full of memories as well, like, you know. So we had a mixed bag today. We had a start off of a day where I decided I would try and fly my drone for the very first time. I've never flew a drone in my life. It went straight up into the air about 100 meters until I couldn't see it. And thing is, drones are white, and the clouds are white, and I barely could see where the drone was. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to concentrate on where the actual drone is in the air, and then you have to control the drone as well. And I found it very, very difficult to do the two. And I got to a stage I couldn't find the drone, so I just pressed a return button, which is on my drone, which just it just lands. It goes into kind of autopilot, and it lands the drone for you. And I thought I had crashed into a load of trees and that, but I knew the general direction where the drone had gone down, and it turned out it was a flat field, and the drone had landed safely in the middle of it. The camera was on at the time, but the file would not open, so I unfortunately have no coverage for that for the day. But and after that incident, I decided I would not try the drone again today, because I just bought it. I don't want to lose it, so I might practice on a smaller drone first, you know. But I thought it was going to be a bit of a fail of a day, but I went and I salvaged what I could for the day, and I got some good places in. I got to see around part of Greencastle's castle. We got to an abandoned house, and we got to the beach. So you know, it was a variety of different things, you know. So I thought it was pretty good. There's a castle down here. I just want to go down. I don't think we're going to be able to film today, folks, because I'm losing light. But while I'm in the area, I'm going to go down here and have a look and see if there's something that we can go and visit another day. But I'm going to start letting you go, folks, and if you haven't seen the videos already, go and have a look. Give us some likes. If you haven't subscribed, give me a subscribe, and I hope to keep giving you good content, folks. Oh my God, oh my word, oh my God, I never seen this before. Here, there's going to be another video, folks. There's definitely going to be another video. What the hell is this? Folks, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to try and film as much as I can here, and I hope to salvage something from this. This is great. I've never seen this building before, and it is absolutely amazing. So I will see you guys in the next video. I'm very excited for this, and if I don't get good coverage today, I will be back, you know. So I'm going to go back out again, and I'll see you in the next video, folks.